Yeah, no way, man. Kanji is not just a bunch of crushed up spider's legs. I know that's what it looks like, but that's not what they are. There is actually a logic to it, all right? Would you come in and take a look at this, please? Okay, so all kanjis that I know of follow one of these 4 patterns.
You sure?
That I know of.
Okay.
Okay, and I've been doing this for 30 years. So trust me on this, all right? Just follow me here. You got a left-right split.
You might be thinking to yourself, why is it even structured like that? And you can be forgiven for thinking that it's unnecessarily complex and confusing. Like I said in my last video, it's no more demanding than learning how to read an English word. I mean, check out this ridiculous garbage we have in English. Most of you out there probably understand and have used the word discombobulated at some time in your life, but you've probably never sat down and thought about how confusing and illogical that must sound to someone who doesn't speak English natively. Same for this word, anti-disestablishmentarianism. Yes, that's really a word, and you can see underneath it the origin of every single part of this word. Now here I've broken it into pieces and colored each piece so that it'll be easier for you to digest. And I'm trying to make the point that each letter cluster that has a meaning in English more or less has a kanji that corresponds to it. Like if you look at the yellow there, you can see anti or anti is represented by the kanji right here and is pronounced han. In the blue section, dis means apart or away and is represented by the kanji in the blue there. In the purple we have stabilire, which means to stand or to establish. In the green we have Aryan, which means one who supports something. And finally in the red we have ism, which is a practice or a state, which corresponds to the Japanese shugi. You might want to pause this video right now just so you have enough time to digest all the different colored portions here. Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay folks, so therefore, when you add up all the different sections, they become anti-disestablishmentarianism. And that would come out to Hanyen Nitsushugi, if it were a Japanese word. But it's not a Japanese word, because Japan never had an anti-disestablishmentarianism movement, historically. Duh. Okay, let's bring the conversation back to the structure of kanji. That top kanji right there is pronounced yu, and it means freedom. The bottom kanji is pronounced ji, and it means self. So together, jiyu means personal freedom, and by extension, all types of freedom in general. You can see the listing here on jisho.org. Oh, and if you're interested in learning Japanese, I suggest you go to jisho.org because it's an online digital dictionary that replaces all of the old paper dictionaries that we old guys used to use when we were learning a language. Now you're free, you can just do it digitally. And no, I have no business relationship with these people whatsoever. They just run a website that I use because it's useful. But you can see right here, the two kanjis ji and yu put together form the word jiyu, which means freedom or liberty. And yeah, I know you might be feeling like I'm getting off topic. Don't worry, there is method to my madness. We'll come back to the main topic when I'm done. Just stay with me, folks. Okay, now I'm gonna have to get you to remember a kanji I taught you in my last video, right here. This is the kanji for woman, and this kanji is pronounced me. Not me, but me. If you come from an English perspective, you see the letters M and E, and you're gonna wanna say me. Well, this is not English. This is Romaji. And if you're asking yourself what Romaji is, it's Romanized Japanese so we Westerners can read it. You're gonna have to use Romaji for now as training wheels. This kanji is one you've never seen before, and this kanji means God, and it's pronounced kami or gami. So when you put me and kami together, you get megami, which means goddess. And here's where I have to introduce a new character to you, this kind of backwards upside down letter E looking thing. It's pronounced no, and it means apostrophe S, and shows ownership. Here's an example. Maple cooks food in Japanese would be Maple cook no food. Yes, I realize that this is Japlish. Please consider this as training wheels until you get better at Japanese. You can clearly see that the no in the middle of it is taking the place of the apostrophe S. And don't worry folks, I am going somewhere meaningful with this. Keep hanging in there. And there you go. All together, Jiyu no Megami means the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, I know in Western culture the Statue of Liberty is not considered a goddess, but that's how you say it in Japanese. Now, if you're wondering why I'm even talking about the Statue of Liberty, it's because I need you to know the yu from jiu. It's important that you know that this character means freedom and that it's pronounced yu. Because if you know that, then you have a hint on how to pronounce this word. And this word means oil or fat. If you look at the left side, you'll see the 3 dots, which I taught you in my last episode, mean having something to do with water or fluid. And the right side is the U from freedom. So a Chinese or a Japanese person would look at this character and think to himself or herself, alright, it's got something to do with fluid and it sounds like you. What could it be? Oh yeah, fat or oil. And guess how fat or oil is pronounced? It's pronounced yu. You can find this character for oil or fat in this word, which is pronounced jiu, which means heavy oil. Now, I don't even think you need me to tell you that the one on the left right here means heavy. And you can read the one on the right side because I just finished explaining it to you. And now that you understand the basic structure of kanji and how the left side carries the meaning and the right side carries the pronunciation hint, we can get back to the regular part of the lesson.
You got a left-right split, where the left side will give you a hint on the meaning, and the right side will give you a hint to the pronunciation. We already covered this in a previous episode, where the 3 dots mean aqua.
Yeah, I remember.
So this one means waterfall. But you can see it's split left-right, can't you? You got the left element, you got the right element, and they form meaning together. Okay, that's one category. Another category is the up-down split, which is just like the left-right split, but it's up-down. So, yeah, you can see how this is split this way, right? You got an upper part and a lower part. And this is a roof over a woman, and a roof over a woman. Some Chinese dude decided 6,000 years ago it was going to mean safe. Yeah, this is the kanji for safe, is in the opposite of dangerous.
It makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Well, there is a structure to it. That's what I'm saying. It's not just random lines. Well, not always. Sometimes it is, but we're getting ahead of ourselves there. Okay, third category is what I call enclosure. And you can see this kanji is a great example of it. Can you see the enclosure literally around the
Yeah, I see a square.
the stuffing? Okay. This means country.
The
So you
square
got-
is the country. Oh.
Yeah, this kanji means country. And it's got your, if you want to be real sticky about it, this middle part means jewels or treasure, and the enclosure around the things that are important to you is your country. You can think of it that way, but that's not my point. My point is this has a structure to it, and it's this, right?
Oh.
And then the final kind is what I call the what the f, because it literally follows none of the 3 splits. It just looks like a bunch of crushed up spider's legs. I'm sorry. The encouraging part is that these are the minority.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, so once in a while, you're gonna have to memorize stuff like this. This one is read as kotobuki, and it means long life. But you don't have to remember that. Oh, it's also the su from sushi, if you care.
Long life in sushi.
It means long life or it means sushi. But it's only sushi if you pair it with another kanji. But that's another day's lesson. But if you want the meaning of that, it's long life. So here we go. So we got waterfall, safe, country, and long life. And they follow the left-right split, up-down split, enclosure, or what the f. And every kanji out there is going to follow this pattern.
Okay,
So that should make it a little easier for you to chew on.
I'm starting to see the light here.
It's not just like 500,000 random things. It's got a spelling to it, just like English has a spelling to it.
I see.
And you know how you like take like aqua and put it together with another word like Aquaman? It's 2 parts and you compound them. That's exactly the way kanji works.
Nice.
You take aqua and you put it together with dragon. The right side is dragon.
That's
Aqua
dragon.
dragon means waterfall.
Well,
Don't look for the logic, just accept it. All right, for now.
That's poetic.
When you have studied with me for a while, the logic will come in. But for now, just accept it, please. The less you fight this, the easier it'll go in. All right.
All right.
So there you go. These are the 4 categories of kanji.
Hey folks, this is Mochi. Mochi wants you to subscribe. Mochi also wants you to watch one of these videos. Please, do the right thing. Make Mochi happy and hit the subscribe button and watch these videos.